Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Mythic Legions Malephar, and this is from the Arethyr wave, and it comes in that amazing 4 Horsemen Mythic Legions packaging. On the left side of the package, we got a little portrait of Malephar and some read-up information. Here's a close-up of the read-up information, so feel free to pause it if you want to read it. On the back of the package, we have a badass picture of Arethyr, all the figures that came with this wave, and there is some read-up information. Here is a close-up of the read-up information. Feel free to pause it if you would like to read it. Like all Mythic Legions, we do get the pair of wing adapters, one for the small wings, one for the big wing. We also get the shield adapter piece, and we get the trusty little leathery looking sash to be able to hold a weapon of some sort. Now, Malephar does come with a pair of wings, not your traditional fully developed looking wings, but we do get a pair of wings. I know there was a blue wing accessory pack you could have got to give him the more fuller wing set, but he came with these little ones. They're shaded nicely. They got the sculpted in veins that look really nice, and there is a little bit of articulation in the wings, this little part, which it's very, very tough. Let me focus it on here so you guys can really see it there. So it has like a click. So clicks there, and clicks there, so you can pretty much rotate it all around, which is nifty. A little bit of articulation in these baby wings. We also get a tail to equip on the Malephar. It's sculpted very nicely, has some shading on it, and then the little, it's actually like rubbery, and the tail looks really cool. Very demon-y looking tail. Diving into Malephar's weapons, we do get a axe, and it is all copper, sculpted very nicely. The blades painted nice in silver, very, very metallic. And this is a axe we've seen before. The goblins have them. Normally a skull would fit over the top where the spike is at the top. And yeah, you can never, ever have enough axes. We also get a short sword that sort of resembles like a combat knife a little bit. First time seeing this sword, and it's all silver with the copper handle. Looking nice. It's nice and thick.
That's what she said.
So definitely going to be doing some damage with this type of sword. And I saved my favorite weapon for last. Malephar comes with a freaking trident.
Did you throw a trident? Yeah, there were horses and a man on fire, and I killed a guy with a trident.
An up close look at the trident, and this thing's badass. Where the top connects to that copper part, it was a separate piece, so you had to actually put the two together. The copper part looks really cool. It's like some like runes or something sculpted into it. And then we got another section of it a little bit lower, and then the rest sort of tapers down to a smaller point. But a really, really awesome weapon, and I feel like it fits the character very well. Now diving into the armor, we do get Malephar's alternate head, his helmet, and it looks super badass. The color choices, the wash, it looks wicked. I love how it has the gold trim going throughout. I love the purple with like the Celtic sculpt going through, and these little wings on the helmet, they did come they came separately, and you had to pop them in, and you could probably swap them out with different helmet like attachments that you may have, being horns or antlers or whatever. But it's still cool that we get this alternate head, and it's just a very badass looking helmet. Malephar does come with a pair of Pauldrons that look pretty awesome, painted very similar to the helmet. Got like the sculpt work in the purple with the gold trim. Just a very nice Pauldron, and we get 2 of these. Here we have an up close look at Malephar, and that head sculpt is awesome. It is such a badass looking head sculpt. I love the pale blue eyes with the blue skin and all his teeth. The horns are sculpted very awesome with the dark blue transitioning and fading into the black. I just love it. Just, he looks menacing, and the long ears that droop down. Very, very cool looking head sculpt. Now the buck is pretty much a goblin buck. That's your typical like goblin armor and everything, except because this is a named character, you get the different attention to details. The paint job and the shading and everything like this is not your like, you know, army builder or anything like that. And they painted the chainmail gold, brown strapping. We got the loincloth area that's painted very nicely, dry brushing throughout. Just, I love how they make their armor look. Even on the back, you got the peg holes where you plug in everything. Got the chainmail strapping again, his little butt flap. Now the butt flap does lift up, and there's a piece that'll pop out. You can see the rounded piece that pops out to plug in the tail. We got chainmail painted here. We got the buckles and everything painted, just really well done. And instead of like normal boots or anything, we got little hooves, and the hooves look pretty freaking cool. This figure is badass. It is a sweet looking figure. I have him all armored up with 2 of his weapons. I mean, you can't even really tell that he's a demon besides him having hooves. It is a very, very cool looking figure, and this is just one way that you could have him displayed. And it's just sick. I love the paintwork and the detail that they put into these figures. I'm not going to dive into articulation. If you want to see the articulation, you can go check out some of the older Goblin reviews, because it's the same buck, same articulation, and it just, this thing looks super wicked. Once you start putting the wing adapter on, you're really not going to utilize this belt too much. I tried doing it all, which, I mean, you got the sash going across. Without the wings, you know, you'll be fine. You could put a sword in there, axe, whatever. But when you're trying to do it all, some stuff may not work. I shifted the belt down to hang around his waist and stuff like that. And it's just way too gappy to even do that. Can we really show some appreciation to 4 Horsemen and what they bring to the table when it comes to action figures? This figure came with so many accessories. The paintwork and sculpt work are phenomenal. And you got to realize these things are like $35 when they go up for pre-order. Yes, other online retailers, if you don't jump on to the pre-orders when 4 Horsemen do it, you're going to pay a inflation to the price, like a $20 to $25 increase when you go to your Big Bad Toy stores and Empire Toy Shop and things like that. But if you get them straight through 4 Horsemen, yes, you're paying money up front, and yes, you'll wait for the figures to be made and shipped out and all that good stuff, which can take some time. But if you have the funds, it's definitely going to be a money saver getting it straight through the 4 Horsemen. And the figures are just phenomenal. I mean, it's not too far from a Marvel Legends cost to get yourself a figure at this level of detail and scale and articulation. It's just an amazing looking figure. I mean, look at it. It's a little demon imp with a freaking trident. This thing, it's disgustingly awesome. I love this. I'm so glad I got the opportunity to pick this guy up when they had an in-stock sale. Him and Belphegor. I really, really like what they're doing with their figure line. And of course, we have to do a little size comparison with his wave mates and team member. And because both of these are from the Arethyr faction and the Arethyr wave, and you can really see the size comparison. Definitely in that goblin scale, but still looking awesome and impish and demonish. I could really see people buying multiples of Malephar and having like a little legion of flying little imps. But these figures, I just can't get enough of Mythic Legions. They're just so freaking cool, and I love that fantasy genre. In the end, this is yet another figure I'm happy to add to the Arethyr army that I'm building, and this figure is phenomenal. I love the fact that I could just have him holding his helmet like he just got done with battle and he's coming home. Like, these figures are badass. I love what 4 Horsemen really brings to the table when it comes to action figures. And that really sums up my unboxing and review of Mythic Legion's Malephar from the Arethyr wave. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button because it definitely helps the channel grow. And I want you to hit the silver bell notification so you know when I post up a new video. Go ahead and check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. There's a website down there full of collectibles, and there's a promo code as well for you guys to get free shipping on anything you see on the website. Check out the pre-order group on Facebook. It is free to join, keeps you in the know with collectibles and a lot of the imports, allowing you to get some amazing pre-order pricing that Andrew does for his Toyco customers, and you don't have to pay those over inflated secondary market prices. So definitely check that out. And most importantly, I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.